The state funeral, we've learned, is set for January 9th. What can you tell us about that and the plans in his hometown?
Yeah, that's right, Anna. Well, he obviously passed away in his hometown in Plains, Georgia, where, of course, he had been in hospice care since February of 2023. We know now that his state funeral will be taking place in Washington, D.C. on January 9th, and his body will be brought back to Plains, Georgia, where he will ultimately be buried alongside his wife, Rosalind. And we know that between now and then, his body will eventually come here to the Carter Center. This was such an important part of his life. He came back to Georgia after he left the White House and founded the Carter Center in 1982, where he did about 43 years of humanitarian work around the globe, trying to alleviate human suffering and poverty. He worked to eradicate diseases and monitor elections around the world. A lot of that work is what ultimately led him to win the Nobel Peace Prize, as Peter mentioned, back in 2002. But he really was a son of Georgia. Many people here are very proud of him. Peter noted that he was relatively unknown outside of the state of Georgia until he made his way to the White House. Let's take a listen to what President Carter had to say himself about his roots in Plains.
When I got out of the Navy in 1953, I came back to Plains, and I was a farmer for about 17 years. And then when I got through being governor, I came back to Plains. When I got through being president, I came back to Plains. And now, no matter where we are in the world, we're always looking forward to getting back home to Plains. That's where our land is. We still grow peanuts and cotton and corn on the farm. And so my roots are there, and my closest friends are there, and our little church is there, which is very important to me. So Plains has just been the focal point of our life.
So many of those characteristics that he's now being remembered today, his down-to-earth nature, his humility, all of that, people are saying ties back to his roots in Plains, where, of course, he was the son of a peanut farmer. He grew up on a farm without electricity and running water. So, of course, it's very fitting that ultimately he will be buried there as well.